Hello everybody, welcome back to the car world. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we are going to see if we can get this Mini started. So let's put the new battery in that we've bought. Let's give the key a go. New battery is in and connected up. I've not put the battery box on yet, so let's move that out of the way. Let's go around and see if she will start. So this is the first time we've given it a start. So turn the key. We had this before. All the electrics come on. Happy days. And let's see. Foot on the clutch. I don't know if you need to put the foot on the clutch to start it. And let's see if she will go. And she fires straight up. Look at that. So she fires straight up. I mean, I'm buzzing about that. I cannot believe that she went first time after sitting for over a year. All it needed was a new battery. Let's go and check the engine out. Let's make sure she's humming along nicely. Engine sounds sweet as a nut. No odd vibrations. Belt spinning nicely. Happy days. So this tyre's a bit flat. So before we can take her out for a spin to make sure she's all good, we need to pump that up. Now luckily, I think we've got, let's move that out of the way. I think we've got a spare tyre pump in here. So let's have a look. Happy days. We've got a tyre pump. So let's head over to the Mini. She's idling nicely now as well. She's been sat for a little bit. She's idling around 1,000. So let's plug that in there. And let's have a little look at what we've got going on. So now it's idling. There is some slight belt squeal going on down here. So we'll probably see if we can chuck a new belt on it. But she sounds nice. No abnormal noises other than that. Bit of belt squeal, but nothing too bad. Pump's all plugged in. Let's flick that on. So tyre is at about 35-36 psi. Let's chuck it off and let's see if she will go. Okay guys, we're in the Mini for the first little test drive. Let's see what the gears are like, what the brakes are like. I'm going to put my belt on just in case. So the car has no MOT at the moment. It's currently sawn. So we can't go on the public road, so we can just drive around this this private car park at the moment. But yeah, let's whack it into first gear, reverse, sorry, and let's see. She moves. She moves. Brakes are very graunchy, but obviously it's been sat for a year. Wow, okay. Clutch feels good, not too high. Yeah, brakes are very graunchy. Let's reverse again. But again, clutch feels good. Brakes just need a bit of a clean. We can do that, take the wheels off. I'm going to get the wheels checked out anyway. Up into second. Oh, we stalled it. Getting used to the clutch, you see. Let's just start up on the button again. We do have the engine management light on. Oh, no, that's gone off. I think we will plug it in and get some codes from it. But so far, very happy days. I'm very happy with this. She drives, the brakes work. They're not the best, but they work. So what we'll do now is go and get the car plugged in. Let's see what engine codes we've got. And yeah, let's go from there. Very happy so far. Clutch work, feels good, not too high, not too low. Get into first and second okay. We can't take it out on the road to get it up into higher gears, but we will do so. We're going to book it in for an MOT. But let's get this car plugged in and see what we can do. Okay guys, we're back with the Mini. It's been a couple of days, as you can see. I've changed outfit. We're going to plug it in, see if we can find any codes. So flip the camera around and see where the OBD port is. So I believe, I don't know if you can see under there, but there's a little door here. If we flip that down, you should be able to see there is the OBD port. We're using the car Arista for this one. So let's pop that there and get that plugged in. There with. Make sure it's the correct way around. Lovely. Let's flip over to the phone and see what codes we can find. Okay, so we are on our iPhone here, which is connected to the car Arista. I don't know if this is actually going to work with this car. We're just going to give it a try. I know that the OBD11 I have won't work with the car. That's VAG only. So yeah, make sure ignition is on. As you can see, ignition is on. Just connecting to the car. We just want to see what codes we got, so we know if we need to fix anything or anything like that. Yeah, we'll come back when it's connected. Oh, there we go. It's connected up. So battery voltage 12.2 volts. Lovely. So we'll just do a basic scan. Looking good so far. No faults. Okay, now that is obviously basic, but to me, that looks good. So guys, happy days, no codes on the car. She seems to be starting fine, no issues, she drives all good, so happy days. Next up, let's have a look at this belt screw. So I've actually gone and got some WD-40. I got it for free, so I'm not gonna, I'm not going to complain about the size of it. But we're going to just give the pulleys a little bit of a squirt, just to see if we can identify which one it is, whether it's the alternator pulley, the actual tensioner itself, or one of the idle pulleys. See if we can find out which one it is, and see if that fixes our issue. Otherwise, we'll swap the belt out and go from there. But let's just try and figure out which one it is first. So let me start the car up, let me get it up in the air. So guys, as you can hear, that belt down there is really going for it. So we're gonna just squirt a little bit on that tensioner there, a little bit on the belt there, and straight away that's made a difference actually. If we go back to this one here, that may fix our problem. So guys, that has dramatically improved our belt swill. Just by squirting this one here, the alternator one, it's pretty much eradicated the whistling noise, but there is still a little bit of a funny noise there. So let's get the wheel arch liner off and let's have a little look underneath it. Okay guys, as you can see, brakes are very rusty, but there's quite a bit of tread on those pads. So what we've got to do is get off these Phillips screws here, and I believe literally just on here is where the belts are. So let's get these off and take a look. But suspension looks okay, shocks look very clean. I mean, this cover needs to be pulled down, but they look very clean. I'm impressed. Brake lines all look good. Yeah, very impressed. Let's get this arch cover off. Okay guys, so I don't think we're going to need to remove the arch liner actually. As you can see just in there, is where the pulleys are. So I'm not going to pull it out. I'm going to get in there and squirt it in. So if I pop you there, let's see, you can't see that. Let's try and get you a nice clear view. Just in there is where I'm going to squirt it all. So guys, that has instantly improved it. That has instantly improved that sound. Let's let it run for a bit and see what happens. So guys, the car has got up to temperature very quickly. We're going to keep an eye on that. I wouldn't expect that needle to move anymore, but it's literally been running for 3 or 4 minutes, and it's got up to temperature very quickly. That squeal has stopped, which is obviously great, but yeah, it doesn't feel hot, but the coolant's there. We just keep an eye on this fan, because that should kick in down there as well. But, yeah, let's keep an eye on this temperature now. So it's at the halfway mark. And I'll report back in a minute and let's see if it goes up. So we put the aircon on. As you can see, the aircon is on. Temperature hasn't moved. It's blowing out semi-cool air. I mean, you could probably do it with a regas, but that's another problem. But the fan down here is yet to initiate. Just here. It's yet to come on. Squeaking's a lot better as well, as you can hear. That stopped, but that fan has not come on. Okay guys, that is the engine back together. Battery cap back on. Engine is now complete. So we won't know for sure about cooling issues until we get the car out on the road and give it a proper thorough test drive. Get it on some, get it up to temperature, get it up to sort of motorway speeds. There's a couple of dual carriageways around here that we can take it on, get it up to 70 miles an hour, give it a good run, just to see, whether we can improve what's happening. I have noticed as well that it's burning fuel quite quickly, which could be a reason why it's heating up. So obviously the fuel's been sat in there for a year. It's possible that it's gone bad, so let's get some new fuel in there. We're going to give it a service as well, so we'll give it a service and see if that improves anything. But yeah. And that is it for today, guys. So the car is now back on the ground altogether, ready for her first wash in over a year. So weather's quite nice at the moment. It's probably a bit late in the day to do this now, but I will get it done. So next video we'll be washing the car and getting some new body parts on that I've ordered. So good stuff. The car runs, which is fantastic news. Obviously means that we could potentially be walking away with it with a good amount of profit. It's all down to the bodywork now. I've ordered a few parts for her. So turning up this week, we've got a new front bumper. I'm not going to mess around with that. I've had a little look online. The bits that are missing for the bumper just aren't really worth replacing, so we just ordered a whole new bumper. Got one for a very good price actually, £95 delivered, fantastic. 2 rear lights as well, they are on their way, £54 for the set, so that's pretty good going as well. So next week or next video we'll be putting them on the car, having a go at some of the bodywork. So I'm ordering some bodywork kits. I've got a dent pillar, which I got, so we're going to give that a go, see if that works. Worst case scenario, we'll order a new boot. The ones on the side should pull out. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're quite shallow. So yeah, we'll pull them out. Some new trims maybe, but we'll see what happens. When we come to that. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see all that content. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next week.